Hey everyone, this is Barbara Rosgoni, and I am here on behalf of National Speakers Association Carolinas with our president, Stan Phelps. And Stan and I are going to be talking about something that only happens once a year, and it's so exciting. You can't miss it. It is Speaker Academy. So welcome, Stan.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Excited. This is the second time that we've done kind of a full academy offering. In the 30 plus years of the chapter, we've always traditionally did kind of a speaker school, or what we call a speaker intensive, in the fall. But last year I was privileged, alongside Dr. Kevin Snyder, to actually create a full curriculum of 6 modules, and we had over 20 people sign up, which was amazing. And because of the pandemic, we did everything virtually last year, but really excited for our new dean, which is Mike Mooney, to kind of lead us through the second edition of the Academy.
So yeah, I am too. I think it's going to be incredible. And I can't believe 2 times in 30 years. Wow. Well, how did you and Kevin come up with the idea? Why did you decide to do a Speakers Academy?
Well, here's the thing. I think, NSA Carolinas is about the business of professional speaking. And I think I'm a former Toastmaster. I think Toastmasters is great. That's really about the craft of speaking. But I think if you're really going to excel at this, it's about understanding how to develop your content. It's about understanding the business of speaking. And of course, it's about, being engaging on the platform. But I just felt like we needed something that really gave somebody a boost. And I really see the Academy as a way that we can bring kind of fresh and new people within the chapter and help grow their career as a speaker. And lastly, and you know this from being involved with NSA for a number of years, there's what we call the spirit of Kavit, which is the idea that we can make the pie bigger. And so our role as speakers is to help others and to give back. And so I think that this was a great kind of fulfillment of that mission.
Yeah, I agree. And I talk to so many people who, if you say you write a book, they're like, I want to write a book, or they want to be a speaker. And when you think about the speaking business, I heard a statistic, I don't think it's absolutely accurate, but it was something like 3% of your time is spent on stage and 97% is doing other things. So if you're wondering what really goes on behind the scenes before you step in front of the camera for virtual or on stage, this is a great way to really learn from professionals who do this every day. There's a lot to this job. There's a lot that goes into it.
I saw this the other day and I had to laugh. You'll appreciate this. Somebody put a LinkedIn post, and I'm forgetting who it is. Want to become a keynote speaker? There's only 2 things you need to do. 1, call yourself a keynote speaker, and 2, put it on your LinkedIn profile.
Exactly.
And
yeah.
It's, to your point, it's so much more than that. And so what I'm excited about, we've got just an amazing staff, an academy, list of teachers that are going to be part of this. And I'm excited that it's not only like last year, which was all virtual. Part of it's going to be virtual this year, but there's also going to be this intensive weekend, the first weekend in November. So I think it's going to be a great opportunity for people.
So tell us a little bit about the intensive weekend, Stan. What goes on there?
Yeah, so it's going to be in Charlotte. So there'll be a Friday night session. And again, for the Academy, there's going to be 6 different modules. So we'll kick off virtually as a group, create kind of some cohorts, give them some stuff leading into the intensive. But we'll meet on Friday night, where we do a module, and then there'll be a little bit of team building and dinner on Friday night. And then what's neat is on Saturday, it's going to be what we call the speaker intensive. So not only will it be the Speaker Academy folks, but it'll be the members of the chapter and guests that want to come out for the full day of programming in Charlotte. And that's going to start right at 9 o'clock in the morning after breakfast, and go through, just after lunch in the afternoon. And we're excited because I can't share now, but we're going to a really exciting place in Charlotte. And it's a place that we've never been before. And it's a place you've heard of, and you're going to want to visit and be part of this event.
Oh yeah, it's going to be super cool. And what I love about events like this is not only do you get to learn, you get to go to someplace fun and maybe take some cool pics for social media, but you also get to connect and really just enrich your relationships with people that are already professional speakers. So it's going to be fantastic. But Stan, a lot of people might be saying, hey, that sounds good, but is it really going to work? So you and Kevin put this on last year. Did it work? I mean, what are people saying a year later, and what were the reviews like?
Yeah, I mean, we were really privileged last year. We had a great group that came in. I know because we broke them up into 4 different cohorts of like 4 to 5 people. So you have kind of accountability partners you can meet in between the sessions. So what tickled me the other day, I heard from even one of our board members that ended up doing the experience last year, that her cohort continues to meet, which is great. Because one of the benefits, this is a very independent run type of business. It's great to have other people that you can bounce stuff off of, other resources. I got an amazing email. I know I shared it with you, Barbara, from one of our Academy members last year, who had just done a keynote for I believe it was a SHRM conference. And he said it was amazing, and that people for like a half an hour after were coming up to him and his co-presenter. And I want to say he said life-changing. Was that what he?
That's what he said. And, as someone who went through Speaker Academy in 2006, which was a long time ago back in Illinois, it was life-changing. I mean, it's like I had stars in my eyes seeing all these speakers, and they were talking about how professional they were and how their business was going, but they were real people too. They shared,
Right.
the ups and downs. And I think in this business, you are, it's great to be on stage and everything, but a lot of times you feel like you're alone. A lot of entrepreneurs feel this way. And this is really where you can find your community and your group of peers that can really help you become more successful.
Really quick, because I want to touch on this. Really cool. We've got Dr. Kevin Snyder, who was the bedrock of the program last year. He's written an entire book called Paid to Speak. So he is absolutely awesome. We have Jane Herlong, who's not only a certified speaking professional, but is in the Speaker Hall of Fame. You might have heard her on like Sirius XM radio. She's amazing. She's part of the faculty. Barbara, who is a marketing guru, and a lot of this business is marketing. You're part of it, which is awesome. And then I want to give a shout out to Chuck, who's also a CSP, but really important, Charles and Nancy, that are going to help kick off the business of speaking. And what I love about both of them is that Nancy is not your typical keynote speaker. Majority of what she does is training and workshops. And then Charles is primarily a consultant, and he uses speaking as a vehicle to actually drive the consulting side of his business. So there's no one recipe for how you need to do this. And what I love is our faculty is going to show you through the 6 modules how to be effective, but they're going to show you how to do it in a variety of ways.
Yeah, and that's a very good point, because if you're thinking it's all just standing on stage, there's a lot of ways to make money in this business and really get your message out and be passionate about what you do. So Stan, any last words? We got a few seconds here left. And
no, I mean, we've got limited spots. Last year we had to open up the wait list for this. So if you're thinking about it, make sure you jump to it. The first session, which is going to be virtual, is happening at the end of October. And then again, that big intensive weekend, that first weekend in November, and it's going to go through the beginning of December before it concludes, before the holidays.
Okay, well, thanks so much, Stan. If you're thinking about signing up for Speaker Academy, you'll find the link in the comments, and we'll see you there.